The mindset of earning, that's the focus of today's voice. I think having the mindset of earning really takes us very far. It takes us very far with our business relationships, our actual personal relationships, and our business that we create. What I mean by that is when you have the mindset of earning, you've earned business, you've earned clients, you've earned time to work on your business. It allows you to think about what you're doing in a different life, in a different light, I should say, excuse me, than if you were to feel like I deserve it. I think earning gives us the best ability to bring out the best in us. And when you felt like you've earned something and you went out there and you've sweat for it and you've grinded for it, there's nothing better than that. Because when you feel like you deserve something, you get handed something, you really don't take care of it. And all you do is get more entitled and more lazy, in my personal opinion. That's why I love business owners. Business owners are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Humble, grind-ish. They have that blue collar spirit of earning. That's why I think they're some of the most ultimate people that you'll ever see on this earth. Because they understand things that people who feel like they deserve don't. Business owners feel that they've earned that relationship. They can make no money and still feel like they've earned a whole bunch of it by networking, by marketing, by going out there and just having conversation with other business owners or other customers or clients about their business, because it is when you've gone out there and you've talked to people about your business and you've made those connections, you've earned that business, you've earned that relationship. And such a humbling experience, it really is. I remember when I started my business, just last month actually, or this past month I should say actually, I felt like I earned that. It was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of nights, sleepless nights, trying to figure out how I was going to put it together. And when I finally started the process of naming the business and figuring out what it is that I wanted to do over a course of probably 6 months or 7 months, losing sleep, giving up TV, I felt like I earned something. I'm not entitled to this, but I wanted it. I wanted it, and I knew I had to really work for this. And it was very rewarding once I actually started. But the real earning is going to start now. I have to figure out how to grow the business, get it out there. I have to put out a quality product. It's a lot of hard work, but I'm ready to earn. I'm ready to get out there and get it done. Nobody owes me anything. I have to go earn the respect of the community. I have to go earn the respect of my clients. I have to go earn the respect of my networks. And I have to go earn, hopefully, business. And I think when you can have that mindset, and then you can go very far. Some people ask me, where did you learn that from? Just from other successful entrepreneurs that I personally know, they go out there and they earn every day. And they tell me about their experiences. And it's a real joy to have. I think that's probably one of the most important lessons that I've ever learned is listening to the story of people who go out there and earn. And when they do, I think it's a beautiful thing. Because we live in a, what you call it, Instagram world and all this other stuff where people, it just seems like people are very entitled to stuff. In this get rich quick type of world and everything like that. That's what I love about being a business owner. A business owner, it forces you to go out and earn and be consistent, humble, roll up your sleeves and have some type of hustle culture in you. And be grateful while doing it. That's why I think that everybody at some point in their life should own a business to see what that's like. And really look back and become a better person because of it. Yeah, I understand that, you want to grow the business, make money and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. But the intangibles behind it of learning something about yourself, learning self-respect, having respect for others, learning about networking, all of that, I think really is such a humbling experience that you've earned. That you can't really learn anywhere else. Well, you can, but I think when you put it into action, you learn it while in reality. I think definitely when we look at some of the times we're in right now, I don't think I've ever seen people more entitled than I ever have in my entire life. I'm serious. I think people have lost their way. People use social media as a weapon of entitlement. That's why I'm not a fan. And at the end of the day, humility and earning will always still be number one to me. King. So to the business owners out there, understand this is your time. This is your time of earning. This is your time of rolling up your sleeves. Continue to keep doing what you're doing and earning, because you're making the world a better place with what you do. And then future generations will follow into your footsteps about how it's done when it comes to having gratitude and earning everything you have. I know it seems unpopular to say, but in the end, it really is the only thing that's going to stand and withstand the storm. Always earn, never deserve. And you will do just fine. You may not see it right now, but when you look at the foresight down the road, you'll always win with earning. My name is Scott Foley. Thank you for listening today. And as you go through your entrepreneur life, understand that earning will always outweigh deserving. Earning will always outweigh entitlement. Earning will always get you respect. Earning will get you to the promised land. All right, bye-bye.